Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. First, I'm going to turn down its brightness because it's messing with my face. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. Live. Go away. Go away. All right. 3, 2, 1. If folks ain't here, that's just too dang bad. Shh, kitty. All right. Islam, Islam, Islam. We are here. Islam, 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 Islamism. We are here. We are here. We are here for 30 minutes, more or less. Happy Holy Day to all Moors and Muslims all around the world. But, you know, special Happy Holy Day to my people here in the Americas, right? Because I feel the need to specify y'all because everybody else got somebody celebrating them. They don't need me doing it too, right? It's just like with America. You get your stuff and you get to be American too. Cancel. All right. I hope y'all can hear me because I have on my headphones. So, yeah, hopefully y'all can hear me. If not, you'll have to catch up with the volume on YouTube because, of course, as usual, I'm recording in 2 places. So, again, happy Holy Day and welcome back to Post-Moorish Meetup. NYC and Newark, right? It was a blast. It was a lick. It was wonderful. It was amazing, right? But I'm gonna jump right into that right now because I'm already late. I think almost 30 minutes late. Anyway, so tonight's I'm gonna introduce tonight. If I seem a little scattered, it's because I finally had to just sit down and do this because everything's everywhere because I was gone for nearly a week, but for this latest meetup, right? So I'm playing catch up. And now my cat, my son's cat is back here with the zoomies, and that's kind of distracting, so that's not helping. But yeah, let me try to stay on course as much as possible. Allah be with me. All right, so tonight, in addition to the introductions for what I got going on that you might want to like emulate or get on, assist with and join with, right? In addition to that, the other things I want to discuss are Still Nigga, right? Das Boot Bonus, and Scorched Moors, Navigating Waters recap. All right. So, weekly announcements real quick. 508 class is in the works. More seem to be really interested in that. I was shocked. I just put something out there, the less you care, the better it works. Islam to all the Moors who are joining and all those who will see this later. But yeah, I just threw something out there saying, hey, Moors have been asking me questions about the 508 Incorporated and how I do what I'm doing and why I'm using a corporation instead of just doing it organically via a trust. And it's like, who said I wasn't using the trust as well? Anyway, we're going to keep things separate to keep them consistent and less confusing. So over here, I'm going to talk about the corporate thing. And then later on, I will talk about the trust part. Yes, you can find this numerous other places online. In fact, I will be suggesting on certifiedmoorish.org somewhere, I will be suggesting videos I've seen that it's like, I can't top this, right? It's so basic, so rudimentary. I don't want to say remedial. It's not. It's just like, here you go. If you want to get started on this, here go the basics. And then you come to me if you want to see how to do it from a Moorish perspective, taking advantage of our not yet recognized, because I don't need people's recognition, especially not foreigners, privileged special population status, all right? Preferred population status in a minute. And y'all know why. The learned Moors know why. I'm here for the learned Moors. I know some Moors are here for the 2 in the back. I'm here for the 2 who have moved to the front. All right, let's go. So, that being said, I'm not going to go too deep into it. But there's a class coming up because I just said, hey, I got this thing coming up from what other Moors have been asking me and compiled it. And I'm going to put it out for y'all. Moors, it blew up, right? So that'll be coming soon. And yeah. All right. And of course, I have my notes because why? I respect your time. All right. So, and like I said, the Ecclesiastical Trust part is opening up soon as well. Again, that can be found by, warming up and using the Google machine. Plenty of people can give you the basics, the foundation. And then if you want it, mores are mores. If you're anything like me, it's like, oh, click, I get the rest. Or I'm willing to learn how to do the rest on my own. If not, if you want to just jump ahead and take advantage of, what I have to offer. I have a very, very good European education. So said the prophet. I got my good education, that kind of thing. And I'm doing it for myself. And I don't offer anything that I'm not doing for myself. All right. So, yeah. All right. Next piece is free appointments are going away. Excuse me. So, if you have a link to use free appointments with me, those are going away. Well, the link will still work, but, just clicking that link whenever you feel like it and saying, oh, look, she's free on this day, I'm going to just go ahead and reserve her. That's not a thing anymore. The more I traveled, and I traveled for a whole week this time, but I'm finding the more I travel, the more opportunities seem to gravitate towards me. It's like when I relax, I get more stuff. I'm cool with that. So that being said, it's not because I'm saying, oh, well, now that I'm in demand. It's not that at all. I'm finding what's happening is, oh, look, this person made a paid appointment. Oh, look, this person who had the free link just made an appointment too. Guess whose appointment is getting canceled? I don't like having to do that. I don't like having to explain myself. It's just business, nothing personal. So unless we're working on something and I say, hey, use that link and make an appointment, don't use the link or you just won't get a response, right? And I'll make sure it's somewhere, nothing personal. I'm just like, Allah is finding use for me, so I got to prioritize. I'll put it like that. And last announcement, the next meetups are DC, Washington, D.C., maybe, right? I'm saying maybe because I wanted to go to Washington, D.C. because there's a brother out there that I met at the Phoenix meetup. And he was telling some wild stories. It's like, yeah, I gotta be there. I need to see this for myself type of thing, right? Shout out to Sean. He's an Aquarius. Dude is wild. Or maybe I find him wild because his Aquarius sun is doing something to my Gemini sun. It's like, wow. It's a lot of fun. So I was trying to be out there for September, but I think there's something going on. I'm not sure. You'll have to look around for yourself if you're out there or interested in being out there. But I was hoping he's out there for sure because I think he lives out there. And I know other Moors live out there. But yeah, I think they have something coming up. And you ain't got to wait on me. You don't have to wait on Cujo. Y'all could just set up meetups. I think at least at the Phoenix meetup, after the Phoenix meetup, for sure. And after or during this New York meetup, for sure. 2 Moors that were there said, yeah, we ain't got to wait on them. We just need to be doing this. We just need to be, coming together however we can, wherever we can, whenever we can, right? I like to arrange meetups around holidays. Like the ones that the rest of the foreigners celebrate. So, oh, look, July 4th is coming. I know it's going to be dead after July 4th. Ooh, that's when the next meetup is because everything's going to be bargain basement. Or before that, right? So, yeah, that's how I like to arrange it. So, I'm telling y'all can do the same thing. So, the ones I have planned in the work after I'm taking a break, because I need a break. I'm taking an actual vacation. So next meetups are in Georgia. I'm calling it the Moorish family reunion. Stay tuned. And that's in November of this year. I think it's mid-November, right before Thanksgiving. Again, while it's dead and everything is reasonably priced. And I'm trying to see about, or actually the Moor who's our beacon out there, because he was our beacon last year. Shout out to Amir L. He brought up camping. I'm like, camping. I'm down for camping. I want the children to go and see a starry night. Now, when I say camping, don't get it twisted, right? My camping, I rough it to a degree, all right? My limit is a covered cabin outside where I'm not like actually on the ground, and I need a hot shower. So I don't know what you call that, but that's what I'll be doing. If you want to sleep outside and bathe in the creek, hey, I'm letting you know what I'm gonna be doing. Maybe, because that's my limit. I really want to get it. Since it's not until November, and more has been showing an interest and actually showing up, I want to see about getting a resort, right? Because it's like, well, Georgia and sleeping outside. Now I'd rather be in a resort, right? Give me an excuse, that kind of thing. So that's coming up in November, all right. And then the other one is Phoenix/Sedona. Excuse me. Phoenix/Sedona. That's in January of next year. See how we plan it out? That way Moore's got time to get, stack their pennies and decide how they want to get there, whether they can get there, put in time out, off, whatever you got to do. So we will be meeting in Phoenix and then making our way to Sedona to sleep because Sedona's expensive. So going up there, paying for one night stay somewhere just to get that energy. And it's going to be a whole explanation I don't want to go into right here. And then on our leaving, because you can't afford it, Sedona's like expensive, all right? I've been there. That was some years ago. I remember how expensive it was back then, and now it's blown up, way blown up since then. So I can only imagine that it's more expensive now. So I'm just putting it out there. We'll be meeting in Phoenix, making our way to Sedona, spending the night, and then waking up and coming back to Phoenix, but stopping at Montezuma's Castle and Montezuma's Well. All right. Maybe some other places, because I know it's like a whole tourist thing. It's not even touristy. It's just like, I don't know. Well, it had to be. There's a bunch of landmarks on the road, depending on which way you go, on the roads back to Phoenix from Sedona. And two of them happen to be Montezuma's Castle and Montezuma's Well. So those are two meetups. Georgia, going camping in November 2025, and Phoenix/Sedona, January 2026. All right. Okay, so yay, 12 minutes in. I'm trying to get this done before 7 o'clock because I want faithful Moors to make it to their temple, and I want to go lay down before I got to make it to mine later on this evening. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe so that this message may be spread widely to assist in our mission to normalize Moorish. So, weekly news. Just got two things that I thought might be of interest to the Moors. I'm going to read them off to you. So, first, Freedmen, and this goes to Still Nigga. All right, that's why I said this one is Still Nigga. So it says, Freedmen, not freemen. This is freed with a D, men. All right, win admission to federally recognized nation. Muscogee Creek Supreme Court ruling. So this was not United States. This was from the Muscogee Nation. Okay, and they ruled citizenship. The case was Citizenship Board versus Grayson and Kennedy, and the ruling was issued July 23rd, 2025. So the background is Rhonda Grayson and Jeffrey Kennedy, descendants of individuals enslaved by Muscogee Creek Nation, applied for tribal citizenship in 2019. Their applications were denied because they appeared only on the Creek Freedmen's Dawes rolls, not the Muscogee by blood roll, which was required under the tribe's 1979 Constitution. They first sued in Tribal District Court in 2020, which ruled the board illegally denied their applications. The tribe appealed to its Supreme Court. Okay, so decision on July 23rd, 2025, the Muscogee Nation Supreme Court issued a unanimous ruling finding that the 1866 treaty, right? Now these mugs are fighting. So these ex-slaves, these people who are proclaiming that they are ex-slaves of this federally recognized tribe are keeping up with the fraud. How many have you counted so far? I'm counting 3. Ex-slave, federally recognized in the United States. I'm counting 3 so far. So you're saying it's all fraud. It's nuts, right? So that's why I said pay attention to that the D, freed men instead of free men, right? What did your creator make you? That's what you're claiming. You're claiming that you were freed men. And you were added to the freed men's Dawes roll instead of the other Dawes roll. So, and this happened in 1866. Is that what he said? 1866. And then in 1979, the ones on the other Dawes roll, not the freed men's Dawes roll, Moors who know what this means. So it makes sense. The frauds worked with the other frauds to make sure the people whose stuff it actually was, the freedmen, you ex-slaves, that was your stuff. You made it. So no, it's based on what list you on based on our fraud. I paid $5 to be on this list. So now I can kick you, the only one who actually supposed to be on this list. I can kick you off because I paid $5 to be on the other list. And we didn't do this till 1979. Anyway, so I hope y'all that made sense. Back again. So the decision on July 23rd, 2025, the Muscogee Nation Supreme Court issued a unanimous ruling finding that the 1866 treaty, which abolished slavery and granted full citizenship to freed men and their descendants, preempts any tribe-imposed requirement of by blood. The court declared all references to such blood quantum restrictions in the 1979 Constitution and associated laws to be void ab initio and remanded the matter back to the Citizenship Board to grant citizenship to Grayson and Kennedy, and to any future applicants tracking lineage to either the Creek freed men or the Creek by blood rolls. It's tripped out. Why all of a sudden, after 46 years, now all of a sudden you doing this? Could it be because of this 14th Amendment thing that's coming up and it calls into question whether or not the federally recognized tribes are even supposed to be here? Did you know that? They're saying we could deport y'all too because you're not even citizens. You're federally recognized. You are what we tell you you are. So how do we save our butts? How's everybody else trying to save their butts? I know Billy Bob and Mary Sue and Karen and Biff are trying to kick me out the country. But hey, Shaniqua, Tyrone, all these people, can you do something about this? Can you come take these lashes for me? Y'all know how to deal with these people because this is your land. I'm a coward. I ran. So I don't know how to fight against people who are trying to take my rights away. Can you come do this for me? I wouldn't dare talk to the people who are doing this to me. And I'm just like, y'all just won. When did they say? Pay attention. They first sued in district court in 2020, right? And they had to fight it. This is all within their judicial system that the colonists allow them to have. That they could take away. If I gave it to you, I could take it away whenever I want. So in their courts, they said, all right, darkies, y'all can come back into the nation that by right is actually yours. It was actually yours. Why are there 2 Dawes lists, right? One to separate you into so-called black men and one to separate you into so-called red men, right? And the ones the red men, they got to put the $5 Indians on that too. So, wow. And I'm just like, this is crazy. So actually, this is legitimizing the Muscogee. And I think it even said, the ruling effectively restores tribal citizenship eligibility. Who is it? Anthony. Come back later. Okay. This ruling effectively restores tribal citizenship eligibility to thousands of descendants who had been previously excluded. It marks a major precedent in affirming treaty rights over tribal constitutions. It marks a major precedent affirming treaty rights over tribal constitutions. Because, nations make treaties. Tribes don't do that. Because your tribes are part of nations. That's why I'm like, why these black folks why these Moors acting so happy that they got access to a tribe? And then the dude got on there talking about now we got access to all these benefits. Okay, I'm not hating on that, but You're celebrating your crumbs when the whole bakery is yours. Not just that cake, not just that loaf, the whole dang bakery. But you got those crumbs. Hooray, sucker. Anyway, no offense, but wow. Hopefully, hey, getting closer. Let's take this as a good sign. So the Muscogee Nation becomes the second of the 5 civilized tribes to reverse the by-blood exclusions after the Cherokee did it in 2017, potentially reshaping its membership rules, internal citizenship policies, and future leadership eligibility. Okay, so yeah. All right, so, okay, I'm 21 minutes in because I want to get to talking about a little bit about the meetup. And real quick, if you're looking for something to do while you're setting up your business or something to do to fund your business, because that's actually very intelligent. I'm going to get a 9-to-5 to fund my side hustle and keep feeding it from my 9-to-5 to free me from my 9-to-5. Need a 9-to-5? Because ICE is now hiring. I just heard this on the news this morning. ICE's new recruitment campaign, Defend the Homeland. All right. It was announced July 29th. DHS officially launched the Defend the Homeland recruitment campaign. And I got a link if you're interested. You ready? Background. Backed by the newly passed One Big Beautiful Bill, the Trump administration allocated approximately $170 billion over the next 5 years for immigration enforcement. ICE is receiving roughly $76.5 billion of that to expand operations, including hiring 10,000 new staff to pursue an annual deportation target of 1 million. All right. What did I call this one? Das Boot bonus. Do you want to get paid to extract these foreigners from your land? Right. I'm about to do a free public service announcement for ICE in a minute. I promise. Right. So I'm like, what's the problem? What's the problem? I don't understand it. Oh, you got to be working for the federal government. It's yours. All right. Again, when apartheid South Africa fell, did they kick out all the foreigners, right? The Afrikaans, right? Did they kick them all out and completely demolish and raze that government to the ground? Or did they just remove them from those seats and replace those seats, put their own people in those seats and kept it moving? It's yours. Take advantage of it. And there is a system intact system set up to tax everyone in this land. Take your place in this, right? Except you won't be taxed because it's your land. I'm just saying, this is how I see it. So I'm saying, get paid. Help them. This does not mean we have to get our hands dirty as a pure, clean nation. When they said that, I saw 2 things. Me personally, I saw, Trump is about to maybe go back to remote work for people who need to be collecting names, where they at now, how much is this investment, this prison making off of them being there for this going on 5 years? Because it sounds like it's going to be a lengthy process, right? Who better than the people who are definitely either, I know you're going to be the last to be deported, or I know you're not going to be deported at all. And who better? I'm just saying. And of course, that's one way to see it. I could work for the government. That's the easy route. Other route, set up your business. Here we go with the 508 thing. Set up your business because the government has tons of contracts at all times, especially with Trump trying to privatize everything, right? So get a slice. Why not? Right? I don't see if somebody can tell me what the problem is, I will be glad to examine that and take it under consideration. I don't see the problem. There were people who made a fortune and their descendants are still filthy rich because they made money selling our chains. All right? Acting as our veterinarians. What else did they do? Slave patrol. I'm just saying that's there. Oh, what comes with it? So I said they're looking for 10,000 agents. Those people are going to need support. So also here, contractors behind those agents. What comes with it if you actually go and become an agent, whatever that means? No, that says staff. It doesn't even say agents. It says staff. So you could be clerical. What does that come with? So incentives offered. up to $50,000 in signing bonuses, including base bonus and extra for early applications. This just got announced 2 days ago. So if you get in early, not only do you get a $50,000 signing bonus, sounds like the military back in the day. You get $50,000 signing bonus, and depending if you get in early, you get something else to go with it. I'm just saying. I don't know. I got enough going on, but I might apply. Other incentives, student loan repayment and forgiveness. ICE is offering both repayment and forgiveness options to eligible recruits, part of its existing benefit structure since at least 2008. So, we will give you a job, steady pay with the government, because kind of hard to get you, well, it used to be kind of hard to get y'all out of the government jobs. $50,000 signing bonus, more if you hurry up and sign up, and we're going to get rid of your student loans. Other benefits, enhanced retirement packages, overtime pay, and law enforcement availability pay for Homeland Security, HSI agents. I thought that was Homeland Security. HSI agents. So that's there. Do with that what you will. Ooh, wow. Whoo. Yeah, that's tempting. That's tempting. But that's tempting. Anyway, so it says hiring progress. ICE reported issuing over 1,000 tentative job offers since July 4th. So they reaching out to folks. This is how bad they want people. Predominantly to former agents who served under prior administrations and are rejoining through this recruitment push. So they're actually reaching out to people. All right. Staffing concerns, experts warn, blah, blah, blah. That don't matter to us. We're going to miss out on having people for our suppressions. No, too bad, right? They're saying because of this push, they're not going to have enough people applying to be police officers and state patrol. So, yeah, whatever. So, to the main idea, to recap real quick. So that's that. Wow. Islam to those who are here and those who will see this later. Wow, I don't know. Yeah, that's a big fat temptation right there. That's Bathsheba right there. Anyway, because it's like, yeah, it looks messed up, but it worked out pretty well in the end, depending on how you look at it. All right. So, main idea. All right, real quick, I'm going to recap the navigating waters of legacy and why I said I changed the topic to tonight's discussion to, who is it? Who? Just a second, y'all. All right. Move, cat. All right, watch out. Okay. Watch out. Yeah, I feel famous. All right, anyway, hopefully that's it. Let me hurry up and run through this. You know what? I might say this for later because it's already 29 minutes. So, yeah, because I've been thinking I need to come on this thing more often anyway, so I'll do a recap of it. But anyway, I'm going to at least say why I called this sharing. Why did I call it? I'm naming after the prophecy from the prophet, Noble Drew Ali. I'm going to let the fire scorch some of my good moors. Because I noticed that when the last two meetups, right, in Phoenix, I'm like, yeah, we should be okay. Because I lived out there for like 5 years, almost 10 years on and off. And I'm like, yeah, I know the weather. We should be okay. This time of year, you know, it'll be hot, but it should be tolerable. And for whatever reason, we showed up and it was the hottest day of that year. It was the hottest day in that area that year. Then the same thing happened when we went to New York. We went to Harlem, right? I'm like, we should be cool. I know it's July, but it's like, and it's almost August, but it's New York, right? It's further north than where I am. I'm from Chicago, right? We have water next to us too. I know how water affects the weather. I know y'all got an ocean, but we have an inland sea called a lake, right? And we should be okay. It's July. It's going to be humid, but we should be able to be okay. Of course, we showed up on the hottest day of that year. I'm just like, are you kidding me? What's going on? And then I'm like, look at that. I'm going to let the fire scorch some of my good moors. Because, wow. If you saw how the... no disrespect to like the survivors of Hiroshima, but it looked like the images how they described the burning corpses walking through the streets. That was us trying to find, like, we need to find somewhere to like park and drink some cold water or some lemonade or something, because this is ridiculous. And the Moors were like, I can't believe it. It was just like 10 degrees cooler yesterday. And I actually looked it up. It was like 10 degrees cooler and half the humidity the day before. And then the day after, it was like 89, 99 the day we were there. And then the day we weren't there, 89 again. But I just got a text from Moore who said, yeah, you know, what y'all do, because now that area, New York and New Jersey, are flooded. Like, okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Praise Allah. I'm going to take that as a good sign. But like I said, I'm going to have to recap what happened at the meetup another day. So, but now y'all see why I said I'm going to let the fire scorch some of my good Moors, because this was a major networking thing. It was great. You know, Moors were in their element. We learned a lot. We found a lot. Stumbled across a lot. Were led to a lot. It was great. And now other Moors are saying, when you coming to my town? I don't know, because that was exhausting. Because I drove, because I couldn't find a flight there. I'm not going to get too much into it because I'm getting tired. I couldn't find a flight there from Indianapolis to Newark or where is that? LaGuardia. That would let me bring a carry-on. All I needed was a carry-on. I'm not paying for luggage. They wouldn't even let me bring a carry-on. So it's like, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to drive because I got children anyway. And now because I'm not paying for these expensive flights that I can basically, all you telling me I can bring is what I'm wearing in my purse. And I got to pay to bring anything else. So I'll just drive and stay in a really nice hotel. And I got some really good deals. Allah be praised. But it came at the price of being roasted in Harlem, right? It was great. So, but yeah, stay tuned, because like I said, I think I said it. I've been looking for a reason to come on here more often, right? I think I need to be in touch with the Moors more often, because we got some stuff going on, and maybe y'all can get in on that, you know, because talking to the Moors at this meetup, they were like, oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. Oh, did you know about this? Networking. It's a big deal, right? I'm starting more and more, even though I kind of knew, more and more to see why a lot of wealthy people's time is taken up with like soirees, balls. Didn't the prophet say have a Moorish ball? I'm just saying. All right, and with that, I will catch you all sooner than later, probably tomorrow or Sunday, and let y'all know what happened at the Moorish meetup, because it was a blast and a lot happened. All right, but other than that, that's all I got. Be sure to visit us at califamedia.com, certifiedmoorish.org, and com if you want to set up a business, and coming soon a trust, because I was gone for a week. So I just need to file my stuff, and then I'll release it to everybody else, because I'm not going to tell people to do that which I have not done. You know, that's foul. That's like being a Catholic priest giving, you know, marriage advice. But with that, y'all be cool, and I will see y'all probably, yeah, sooner than later. Peace and love, and bye-bye. Y'all, thank you again for showing up. Appreciate y'all. Peace, Moors. That's what's up. Go share that. And